Good day, YouTube. I managed to complete the structure for the deep litre system, but I was unable to put the beams. Well, I had installed them. As you can see, there's these bars, but the chickens wouldn't sleep on the beams. Rather, they would just huddle up at the corner of the side. So this is how the structure looks from the outside. This is how it looks from the top. Then we have the chicken mesh, corrugated iron on the side, and gum poles, makeshift door. That's how it looks like. So I'm gonna show you the nest, the drinker, as well as the feeder that I've designed. So this drinker, guys, I used the one for the cage. So this is the pipe from one of the cages, from one of the drinkers. That's the cage over there. So basically this is what I used, just this one drinker, which has a joint here, right? So this is, I think, around 8-10 liters of drinking water. So I attached it at the bottom here, opened a hole through the chicken mesh and made it go right across. So this is where they drink the water. As you can see, one of them is drinking. So the water is clean. They can't step inside, as compared to using a bucket and flipping it upside down. And it's also less work because I just open and then top up the water, and then they'll be drinking without me having to go inside. So guys, let me show you the nests. There's a problem with the nests. I don't know if it's the chickens, the ground, or what, but there's certainly an issue with it. So it's a 3.6 by 3.6. So before the nest, as you can see, I put some bricks here, so the chickens step on there and then start drinking through the nipples, as you can see. So these are the nests, guys. I've dug them such that they are hollow. The egg cannot roll out. There's an egg over there. Just a second. It's dark, but yeah, you can see some eggs. So I decided to start off with 4 nests and see how it goes from there. But so far I'm experiencing a challenge of eggs not being, the yield being very low. So I suspect there is an egg eating habit that is going on here. Let me just pause the video and show you the next clip so that you have an idea of what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see. Let me turn on the light. They are about 9 eggs in here, actually 5, 6, 7, 9 eggs, which is a bit shocking because I have 44 hens in there. So I just collected eggs this evening, and this is the number I'm getting, just 9 eggs out of 44 hens. And some of them are quite dirty. This is sand, guys, as you can see. And the only logic behind an egg having so much dirt like this is if another egg cracked and the yolk got smeared on these eggs, and they were rolled on the sand, and then the sand just solidifies. So this gives me an idea that these hens could be eating eggs, which is a habit I've picked with the deep litter system. So now this means what I have to do is put them back inside the cage while they're within the structure, because you know, this is just not good, guys. It's like they're feeding themselves. If you look at this egg, It's actually been packed. It's like one of the chickens tried to crack it open, and I don't know, they were unable to, as you can see. So I can't sell this even if I cleaned it. So it's like it's a waste. Same applies to this one. It has a hole on it here. So probably one of the hens tried to break open. So yeah, that's the habit that I managed to pick with this system, guys, because the chickens are just idling around. They get into the nest and peck at some eggs. The ones that crack, they eat everything, literally leaving nothing. And this is the evidence: remaining eggs with dirt on them and a low yield. All right, I hope you saw the clip. Now I'm going to show you the feeder that I designed, guys. So this is what you need. You need a metal basin like this. I'm not sure the measurements, but this is my hand. You can use that as a reference. And you need a bucket. Can either be a 20 liter or 25 liter. You decided to use a 20 liter, as you can see. So what I did was, it's an old bucket. So what I did was, I made holes here on the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 holes. It was difficult using a knife, but luckily I have a heat gun. So I was able to blow dry it. It's like a blow dryer. So you switch it on and then it makes the plastic melt, making it easy to punch a hole with a knife. But you can just use a lighter or even any hot flame. You can just burn a piece of wood, maybe at a fire, and then that ash on the wood, you can just press it against the edge here to make it melt, and then you cut the holes. But anyway, this is how it looks like, the feeder. So you put it right in the middle, right in the center. I don't know if you can see. So as it stands, the chickens can only put their heads inside, but they cannot put their feet. So it's a lot cleaner than just leaving it like this and, you know, putting their feet. They'll just step on their poop, step on their feet, eat, and then start to fall sick. Now the next thing I need also is a flower pot. This flower pot here. This is the size. I don't know if this says 19 centimeters, but you just need 3 of them. You stack them against each other. Remember, flower pots have got holes underneath, so it would be nicer if you covered the holes, but for this one I didn't, because the holes are clogged. So you flip the flower pot upside down and you place it right in the center, just like that. So what is going to happen here is, you're going to put the feed on the side like this. So as they are eating this side, I guess the feed will be coming from the holes, out of the holes to the side, and then they feed. So because the flower pot is in the center, it forces the feed to keep going down on the side. Now if you didn't have a flower pot, guys, you're going to get a situation whereby after filling your feeds, there will be reduction in the level on the sides, but in the center there will be a big heap, which forces you to get inside and then shake it. So, but if you have the flower pot and you put it right in the center like that, it ensures even distribution of the feed, and it comes out quite evenly. So after doing this, I take my feed. This is layers mesh. I mixed it with a bit of leftover, this looks like maize meal or something from yesterday. So I'm just gonna take it out to avoid clogging. Just a second. Right, so now this is the feed, guys. So what I do is I add it onto the feeder that I designed, but in such a way that it sprays on the side only. So you pick it up like this, and then you pour it on the side like that. You rotate it, This way it sticks primarily on the side, guys. I don't know if you can see. There you go. Spread it nicely in there, like that. See, flip it to the side, like that. So the amount of feed that I've put here is enough for about 3 days. So I won't need to get in here for the next 3 days unless I'm collecting eggs, guys. So as you compare this with the battery cage system, the battery cage you have to feed twice a day. If you give them feed in the morning, by late afternoon they're finished. You have to give them the second feed. So it's in there, guys. Can you see? On the side the feed has come out. So they keep feeding like this, and then it will keep sliding out from the internal side of the feeder. So as if the level reduces, it's gonna keep going down evenly. Even on the side here, can you see? Side here, can you see? On this side, just like that. And then I can just put this here. They enjoy eating leftover maize, millet and samp and stuff from some of the food I eat. Right. So and then what I do is I cover the top like that. I don't know if you can see, they were stepping on and they were shitting, but the feed is clean, especially in the inside here. It's always clean. So and then I cover. After covering, I'm ready to give them to eat. So I'll show you a clip of them eating in a bit. I'll need 2 hens. So guys, this is the feeder in action, the one I designed. As you can see, they're digging in there eating, and none of them is able to put their feet inside. I don't know if you can see, they can only put their heads, but as for their feet, it's an absolute no. So this is how it's like. If you look in the inside, there you are. Can you see? So it works magic, guys. So every chicken is able to eat, because there are many holes. I think about 10 that I made, so it works fine. So anyway, that's the system, guys, that I've created. But because of the situation with the eggs, I may be forced to install the battery cage system within the structure, because it doesn't make any sense to be feeding chickens and they lay eggs and then eat them, and you can't sell them in order to cover the cost of feeds and other things. But I'll be observing for at least another 7 days. Since there are 44 chickens in here, I shouldn't be getting 9 or 10 eggs a day, because they're all healthy. But anyway, I'll keep you guys posted. This is the structure, the drinker, the nest, the eggs, as you saw, the feeder, as well as the hens as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep liking. I'll keep you guys posted. If I happen to install the cage back in here, I will put another video of that. Thank you so much.